So this floor plan took 20 minutes. No switching software, no AutoCAD, just one simple free to use online system. If you're keen to do the same, let me show you how. So to get started, we want to open up Rayon Design and have a look at a basic empty project. If you want to follow along, the template is linked down below. So first thing what we want to do is actually just come in to our polyline tool, which allows us to create any shape we want by simply clicking once until we reach the end and finish the click. For the purposes of this project, I want something along the lines of this Y shape. I'm thinking it's going to be a school with classrooms and presentation rooms and everything in between. So lots of windows, hallways in the middle, very typical, very traditional. And in this instance, we do have a site plan that we've been able to import via a DWG. So all the dashed lines imported direct as a DWG, which is File, Import, DWG. To make the site plan a little bit prettier, I've gone ahead and thrown in some blocks that represent trees. So over here, blocks, type in tree, and you'll see this tree that I've used in this particular project. Double click it, it drags into the project. Increase, decrease the size, however you need. I've scattered a few of those around, and now we can begin working on our main building. So going back to my layer section, I can turn that basic shape off because we're working with the blank canvas in the middle. First thing we want to do is actually go down to our bottom toolbar and click on wall, which allows us to start drawing some walls. Now you'll see on the right hand side, we'll have active layers, which we can select whatever layout we'd like it to go on. After that, we can increase the thickness of our wall. Let's say it's going to be 0.5 as an example. And then we can start by drawing some walls. Now we can simply follow the outside of this shape, or we can be a little bit more creative, whatever our heart so desires. But if we wanted to just follow along, then we follow along the outside, align the walls to the right so it's on the inside of our shape, and then we can just make them black if we wanted to make them a solid color. Now obviously that's a generic outside shape, and we continue that same premise using the same wall tool and the same options on the right hand side until we got the basic understanding of our rooms and our floor plans. So as you can see, we've got a series of rooms along the outside, a corridor down the middle, some open circulation space, central hallways again, and then a bit more of a classroom, meeting room styles scenario on the top side as well. So we're creating 3 different pavilions in this example. After that, I like to go in and add my doors. So to do so, super simple. Down the bottom in openings, you can simply just click on opening and it will automatically start creating doors. This, for example, was the last door I used. So it's automatically going to intersect this wall. Once you click it, you can then select exactly where you want your door positioned, click again, and that glass door is finished. Now, if you didn't want that glass door, you can come back to blocks, type in door, and you'll see there's so many different doors to choose from. I could have a standard swing door, I could have a glass door, I could have whatever I like. If I'm to turn on my door layers, you'll see I've put in all of these doors, the passages, storerooms, lockers, and everything in between. Now again, these are just standard swing doors. There's nothing special to them. And the concept is literally the same. Click the door opening, no matter where, what wall, click it again, finish it off. Now, moving on to windows, they're treated exactly the same as doors. See, we have walls here that are existing and not cut when the layer is off. But as soon as I turn windows on, that wall is replaced by a window, which makes it really easy to create all sorts of different layers in terms of demolition, new presentation, things like that. But that's a whole nother ballgame. We're trying to do this in 20 minutes, so let's keep going. Just like the doors, these windows are blocks, meaning if you come into block, type in window, go find block, you can choose from hundreds of different blocks. This is a partition, which is represented slightly differently to a window, but the same concept applies. So if we open up this glass divider, drag and drop that into our project, we're able to increase or decrease as we need the size to be, and of course flip horizontally and vertically if we need to. Now, as long as that's on the right layer, let's put that back on windows. Go back to our layer and turn windows off. You'll see the wall is regenerated again. You simply go through and repeat that same step for all the windows you need. Once you have that block in place, it's super simple just to keep clicking wherever you need it to go. So that's what simply speeds up our project. After doors and windows, I like to move on to hatching, which honestly Rayon does the best hatching in all the software I've used to date. So if I turn on my hatching, you'll see it all comes into play. Now these hatches are actually zones. So wherever you have a completed space like this, for example, we can go down to zone, Hover over it, it will automatically find that space. Click once and it will create that zone. If you click on it again, it'll give it a zone name and it'll give you the square meterage rates as well if you need to include that information. Otherwise, just delete it if you want a hatch. Now, it takes forever for me to replicate every single hatch constantly, so I can use the pick style tool, find a hatch from another room like that flooring, click once, and we're finished. That hatch has gone in perfectly. Obviously, it's not rotated correctly, so we'll just open up the hatch, go edit, and rotate minus 45 degrees so it's aligned with that wall. The same thing applies for the tiles, the small tiles for the bathrooms, and even this green turf look in the middle. They're all just simply zones to speed up our process significantly. Now, the best part about Rayon is it has so many blocks, it's not even funny. So if I go find block, I can type in table, for instance, and be greeted with hundreds of tables at my disposal, which makes it super simple to go in and drop thousands of furniture items like that in a matter of seconds. Realistically, all we're doing is pasting the same objects over and over again into each space. And by doing it once, we can copy, paste, and mirror. So for instance, selecting all those tables, right click, copy, right click, paste in place. Then we can use our flip horizontally, drag over, and we have it in the same place over here in about 5 seconds. Otherwise, there'd be no way we could replicate so many furniture items in such a short period of time. But you can see we even have people in Rayon on iPads, sitting at meetings, on their phones, having a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and reading a book. We have blocks for all sorts of different scenarios that allows us to have our floor plans a bit more interactive. After the flooring is where it gets pretty intense pretty quickly. We need to start annotating, which means we need to annotate our room names, our grid lines, our sections, our elevations. And if I turn one item on, it gets intense really, really quickly. But what you see is there is a lot of grid lines, numbered and alphabetical, that are literally just a group with a text, a circle, and a dashed line to create the grid line, repeated on all different intersections and transition points. Now, do you need this many grid lines in this small section? Probably not. Realistically, we could delete a few of these if it was a construction project, but I've just done a lot of them to give you an indication. Similarly, dimensions down the bottom. Dimensions, super easy in Rayon. Just click the dimension tool, click once, click again, finish off with the third click. If you wanted to do continuous dimensions, then we just change our settings down the bottom to chained, click once, click again, drag out to finish, and then you can continue that same chain without having to click on that first dimension point again. Now, pros and cons of that way, obviously every single item you have to drag out individually rather than creating a nice series and then dragging out, but it does give you a bit more flexibility in the dimensioning locations, so pros and cons in that one. Similarly, we have our text, which gives us kitchen, information section, records. We have individual numbering for rooms, so 1, coming over to our legend, identifies that as an entrance, just to identify the key areas, and then have secondary areas actually texted out. That's literally repeated throughout this entire project, from dimensions, legend numbers, grid lines, and everything in between, including window markers and door markers. After that, to finish off our floor plan, make it picture perfect, we just simply add a few shadows. So turn on my shadows layer and you'll see a couple extra zones and hatches added in. Now if we move to our paper space, we'll see the entire project come together. Now obviously all of this took longer than 20 minutes, but identifying and creating a basic floor plan definitely doesn't need to. Once you're happy with the overall floor plan, same as always, up the top menu, export as either a PDF, a Rayon file, or an image, or of course you can come up to the top, share it as a presentation, and then people can have live links to your project at any time. Anyway, that's all from me, team. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below, and like always, I'll see you next week.